Okay, let's create our first UV. We are going to UV edit layout. I explained it before. I create my own layout in previous lesson. Add some buttons here to better organizing and working. First, I want to create a UV of this. It means I want to open the polygon in a 2D UV mode, and I want to after that I want to paint on it. I want to create a texture on Photoshop and bring it back here. So if you're going to the UV layout, the first button that is active, you can see all of these comments on gray out, and they are not active. The first button that is active here is set UVW from projection. Make sure your cube or your object are not primitives. For example, something like that. We can see all of the comments are turned off because it's a primitive object. You can see you can change it with these handles. They are not polygon. You have to make them editable. And again, we have model mode, polygon mode, edge, and point, also for 3D and also for UV. So we have two polygon. A real polygon, for example, this polygon and the polygon that you can see in a UV. The line and the line that you can see in a UV. The UV are creating from the main polygon, but after they are created, you can change them, but the main UV are not changing. They are disconnecting to each other. They are connecting, but it means it's another different UVs. You see that. You will see that. And we are selection tools and just move, rotate, and scale of the polygon, and you can see that these models are changing. First, you have to select the object. You can go to the polygon mode. And you have to select your object. Don't forget, select. The software tells you which model do you want to change UV. Before clicking on set UV from the projection, open this gear, these settings. It's very important. First, you have to change the name of the UV tag that is created here. For example, my cube UV number 1. And you can lock, before creating anything, you can lock UVW. It means after locking, you cannot accidentally change it unless you unlock them in settings. I will show you. And there are use polygon selection turn off. I will explain it later. You can see in a previous lesson you learn the projections. It means with this projection in a specific object you can create a UV, but this is at the first. The best way to creating UV is UV unwrapping. You have to create the seams with a line and unwrap them, but it's automatic engine that you can create a specific object. For example, the objects that are like a spherical, you can use a spherical. The objects that are like cylindrical, you use a cylindrical. In this case, we are two mode cubic. For example, this cubist object, cubic and cubic 2 is better, or box or shrink wrap. I will explain automatic packed UV later. Cubic 2, just hit OK. And now you can see this is our first UV. It's open automatically. The UV unpack them and it's done. Now you can see if you want to work on the UVs, you have to go to polygon mode. You can see you can go to the polygon mode, move it, rotate them, scale them, anything that you want. I'll explain it. Or you can go to the edge. The edge, you can see it's corresponding changing edge here. But if you, for example, change a point of this polygon mode, it does not changing the main polygon because these are now UVs. I will show you more. Just I want to set UV from the projection. Okay. Or for example, you can make it spherical, but in this case it does not work. So, and here is our UVW tag that is created. You can lock it or you can unlock, and you can see it's a basic. Okay, in this case I delete that. Let's go to this head. You can see we cannot, if you want to immediately create a UV for that, going to the set UV from projection. Another projection that you can begin with, that's the frontal. It's make a UVW based on the camera view. For example, if you bring it in this way and again set it UVW, you can see, and you can pin points, and after that you can use unwrap. Why is this gray up? Because before using that you have to select the edge for that to UV unwrapping, or you have to be in edge mode. If you are in a polygon mode, make sure if you see all of my tools are turned off, because you have to do it in the component mode, not polygon mode. I will show you more. And after that, for example, make it to spherical in this case. What happened? Wow. Or cubic 2 in this case. You can see it's open. It's opening this head in. You can see the seams. There are seams. They are opening. The software automatically open in 4 direction because we are using a cubic projection. You saw it before in previous lesson. And based on that projection, it projects the UV and open into UV. And for example, you can select that. You can see the polygon is here. This polygon is here. This polygon is here. That's it. And done. Your UV is done, but it's not good. It's automatically creating UV. So at the first, you are using that, or you can. If your object hasn't children like this, for example, children like this, you can use that option to create also for its children. Or per hierarchy, it's have lots of hierarchy, or use all objects. It means they are creating project for all. That's not good. Just per object. You can see, you can select one of these 3 at once, but you can include children on or fit to the selection. What is fit to selection? For example, in this cube, you can see it's selected and it shows the UV for that. You can select it, go to the cube, and we want to select this polygon, and we want to set UVW from the projection, cubic 2, my cube 1, and I want to fit to selection. Before doing that, I want to create a material. Again, I'm a standard material. Double click and you can import your material, or you can just search checkerboard for that, and that's done. And we are assigning to cube. You can see assigning to that automatically with the projection that I explained it before. It's automatically creates a fake UV for you. It's not real UV. You can see you cannot select them in any of these modes because they're just a projection. You have to create set UV from the projection. Make a cubic and fit to selection. You can see. Oh, I can see in. Oh, I accidentally didn't select any polygon. And again, set from UV, fit to selection. It has to be selected before creating a UV. Assign a material to that and set selection. And then it's fit to selection actually. You can see we have a different type of UV. It's this polygon and just fits. Oh, another thing, make sure your material is in UVW mapping. Make sure that it's very important. Projection is make UVW mapping. It means it's now read the UVs from the tag that you created. That you can see it just fit to selection. That's not good. It's using in some cases, but we can delete it UV again, and you can turn it off again. A projection system, you can make object, object or local or word. It means, for example, we are in this mode and we create a selection. Before that, just create a UV for them. UV for this. Again, cubic 2, not fit to selection per object. And in this case, I make it the projection to the object. To the let's create a UV for this because it's rotated. Okay. And yeah, assign a material to that. Again, don't forget to make it UVW. So we don't have, it means you can see it's deleted all of the UVs. It means we don't have any UV, and I'm waiting to create UV, actual or real UV, and then I rate the material for you. Set UVW from the projection, and in this case, make it a UV, don't fit to object. And in this case, I make it object. You can see because the object is rotated, the texture and the UV are rotating with that. But if you change it to word, it read from the word. You can see, and we don't have nice UV. It's stick at the words coordination of the object. So make sure that is in the object, or you can see average normal of the object or weighted normal. In this case, it's better because in some case our objects are rotated, and you want to use that. So you learn how to create your first UV just from projection. For example, in this object, set it to cubic 2 or cubic or box. We can see it create box, cubic are the same. It created explode UVs from your object. Is not good. This is not good UV because you can see they are disconnecting from other, and we don't have any continuity here. If you go to the polygon, you can see we have a bad seams. If you go to texture in the render, you can see the seams, and it's not good. It's just the fastest way of create UV from set W. And in the next lesson, we are going to another thing that are here is box shrink wrap automatic packed, and it's okay. You can see it automatically create, and you can see if you go in set to automatic packed UVs, automatically trying to pack this island, different island, and these are island of UV, the part of it, these parts of UV, and it's created more organic way, and I create a UV for you in this tile. Just they are automatic. We don't using this often. We are using a frontal, and based on this frontal, for example, in this method, we are using a frontal, and based on this frontal, we are unwrapping our object and create a UV. Let's go into next lesson. This packing, automatic packing, is something like this. Cancel it. Something like this, the UV packing method that you are using here. Okay, going to the next lesson to UV unwrap. Please don't forget to visit our TutorialCells apps channel. In this channel, we are introducing Android application and learn how to use them.